The sun shines brightly through the window and splashes on my face, forcing me awake. Excuse me, my apologies. But Leanna and Amelia are both already awake, but Zack still has his head down as if he's still asleep. I look outside and squint at the sky. What time is it?
It's already past noon. We slept through the entire morning.
We did? Leanna giggles at my alarm.
Normally that would be a bad thing, but in this case it's okay. We're almost at Bazada.
These pronunciations are inconsistent. I do not understand. A nod. Cool. Right on. Zack gradually wakes up and we all make sure we have all of our things. After another hour or two, the train stops and announces our arrival to Bazada. The sun hangs high in the sky as one by one we step off the train. As soon as I set foot in the city, I'm assaulted by the sound of voices. Whoa! New background. Makeshift stalls line the sides of roads and alleys as people backpack the streets. Traders entice onlookers to view their wares, and customers haggle in heated shouting matches. Are we going to have to travel through that? I blanch. What does that mean? I blanch at the thought. Alexa. Alexa! Define blanch. Okay, fair enough. So he's okay. So blanch is turn pale as if in fear. Okay, I blanch at the thought of getting trapped amidst the sea of people like sardines in a can.
We have arrived in Bazada.
Wow, great, thanks for that. This is where we'll find Ember. No, we went over this.
No, as I said, it is the closest city to Ember Mist.
But Ember Mist is a city. I mean, okay, whatever. Sorry, considering the bustle of this place, I find it a little hard to believe the hidden city is so close. No wonder Leanna seems so surprised. Amelia seems to read my thoughts.
Of course, close is a relative term. We must first traverse some rough terrain and pass through the forest before we find Ember Mist.
Fair enough. She points toward the south, where I can make out tips of treetops, and she glances up at the sky.
Considering only a few hours remain before nightfall, it may be in our best interest to spend the evening here in the city and depart in the morning.
Leanna nods.
Good thinking. This marketplace is so huge. People say you can literally buy your heart's desires here.
Right on. Is there something you're thinking of buying?
Nothing in particular, but I would like to check out the stalls. Traders from all over the world gather here to sell their wares.
Their wares? Pedaling. I glance down at my feet and watch the Pengo wiggle excitedly. He casts hungry looks into the crowd. Is there a lot of magic here? I haven't seen this guy so excited since he first tried to eat me. Amelia bends down and scrutinizes him. She pokes him with a finger, and the Pengo giggles.
Hi, boy!
Make sure my thing's plugged in.
I'm going to the inn. I'll meet up with you later.
He's off to drink. Before any of us can react, Zack slips into the crowd. Should we go after him? Amelia doesn't even blink at Zack's departure. She's too preoccupied with the Pengo. Leanna shakes her head.
No, but since Zack left, I'm going to go too. Shin?
Sure. She nods and heads into the crowd. Since everyone else seems to know what they want to do, what do I want to do? So I can be a loner, I can go shopping with Leanna. Well, clearly we want to go shopping with Leanna if that is an option. I head in the same direction I think Leanna's gone and duck into the crowd, trying not to bump into too many people as I explore the marketplace. I've never seen a place this crowded before. It doesn't feel like You live in New York! Are you dumb? What? You know, I just applauded this game for consistency, and now all of a sudden, he's never seen a place this crowded, and yet he lives in New York. I mean, I guess it may not be New York City, it could be like upstate New York, but like still. If he lives there, he's probably been to New York City, also considering he attends college, so clearly there is money there somewhere. I've never seen places crowded before. It doesn't feel like I'm walking so much as being pushed by everyone. Despite all the people, I'm fascinated by the market stalls. Merchants sell all different types of merchandise, ranging from clay pottery to magic amulets. As I'm being pulled through the crowd, I see a glimpse of blonde hair and white armor. That must be Leanna. Something tells me it's not going to be her. I wade through the crowd and see Oh, it is her. I see Leanna frozen in place. Wrecked. Bug on my screen. Hey, Leanna. She blinks at me.
Hey!
How's the marketplace so far?
Really interesting. There's a lot of cool stuff I haven't seen before.
She seems distracted.
Do you smell that?
Smell? I breathe in deeply. It smells fruity and sweet. It smells silent but deadly. Smell what? Oh, I guess this would be a fart. Maybe. Let's go with the fruity and sweet. I don't know. I mean, I guess this is peculiar, but, you know, let's figure it out. An overwhelmingly sweet smell wafts by on the breeze. There's really no way I couldn't.
I think it's coming from that stall over there. Come on!
She darts back into the crowd and I quickly follow until we stop at a stall filled with delicate glass bottles. Is this perfume?
Yes, welcome, welcome.
The accent, though. Holy shit. A tanned man in silken robes ushers us closer to the stall. He selects a glass bottle filled with a pale pink liquid and offers it to Leanna.
A noble scent to match such a noble woman.
Leanna blushes and delicately sniffs the bottle. Back off my girl, buddy. Back off. Watch your boundaries, friend. Her eyes widen in recognition.
Is that extract of spirit orchid?
The man, yeah. The man grins broadly and clasps his hands together.
Yes, yes, very rare, from the far celestial mountains.
I never expected to find this perfume here.
I mean, neither did I, but like, you know, you don't see me raving about it. What is it? Leanna offers me the bottle and I take a tentative whiff. It smells fruity, like a cross between an apple and a pear. This is a flower? She nods.
The spirit orchid. It only grows in the deep forest of the celestial mountain range.
Right on. Space Mountain Range. I'm down. Can we go there? Why is it called the spirit orchid?
The roots are a very pale white. And when it grows, it almost looks like it's floating midair, like a spirit.
No way. Right on. That's kind of neat. She nods absent-mindedly and continues to hold the bottle. Do you want to get it? Leanna quickly shakes her head.
Oh, sorry. It just reminds me of home.
Oh, we're gonna learn about her. This is good shit.
My grandmother used to wear this perfume whenever she left the house. When I was little, that meant taking me down to the market.
She smiles fondly at the memory, but her eyes hold a hint of sadness. She did.
I loved wandering the shops and stalls. It didn't matter if I had nothing to buy. It was a chance to leave the house and be like everyone else.
Aw. So she's got a little bit of a troubled past. Well, not really like troubled, but like, you know, her parents were probably expected quite a bit from her. Sounds like you didn't get to go out much.
It was complicated.
Well, we got time to spare, honey. She doesn't offer up any more information, returns the bottle to a blank spot on the shelf. Although she's been very helpful in helping me understand this world, Leanna doesn't talk about her past much. I glance at her again. She looks pensively at the bottle, a small crease in her brow. Suddenly, a new scent cuts through the floral perfumes. It smells like cinnamon and spice cookies. Hey, Leanna, do you smell that? She jolts out of her thoughts and blinks.
Smell what?
I think it's coming from this stall over there. I grin and just as she did before I dart back into the street.
Hey, wait!
You grab her hand, you silly goose. We weave through the people before stopping in front of a stall filled with an assortment of baked goods. I breathe in the heavenly sweetness of sugar and sigh contentedly. Leanna closes her eyes and inhales.
It smells so delicious!
I browse the, we're gonna eat some dessert, some pastries, blah, 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 blah. I browse the array of cookies and tiny cakes. Leanna gasps.
They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those.
Now, you don't have any money, but if you did... Bingo. You found your answer. Now, don't, this is a proven fact, okay? you know, women, they may say they're trying to lose weight. Just like that. Now, while I do believe that this is more true for men rather than it is for women, but it is true to some degree. The way to anyone's heart is through food, and that is a proven fact. Like, it certainly, like, especially for women, like, they really want, like, personality and emotional attachment, but, like, if you get them good food, they're probably gonna like you. And especially if you also like that same good food, they're probably gonna like you more. Amazing how that works, truly. They have cinnamon parfaits. I love those. What are those?
They're cinnamon and vanilla custard layers with apricots.
What? Pardon me? Excuse me, my apologies.
What do you think looks good?
I don't like sweets. I'll just go with what she wants. A mirror, as it were. You learn a lot of things by watching the Game Theory Dating Sim episode, or just the Dating Sim live streams as well. You learn a lot of things. Mirror. Actually, that cinnamon parfait you mentioned sounds really good.
They are. And they're not super sweet either, which is why I like them.
Okay, so you could have said, I don't like sweets, and she would have been like, yeah, I'm not really me either. I fished my pocket for my winnings from yesterday. Today's treats are on me. Leanna looks amused.
Are you sure you want to use your life savings?
Oh, Jesus Christ, I got called out big time. Holy crap. I chuckle. Don't worry, you've been very generous towards me ever since Meadow Hill. This is the least I can do to repay you. I know it's not much, but please consider this as a token of my appreciation. Leanna smiles bashfully.
Thank you.
I grin and then pay for a cinnamon parfait for Leanna and a dessert for myself. Cheers. I hold up my dessert and take a bite. As the sweetness melts on my tongue, I let out a contented sigh. This is even better than I imagined. Leanna giggles and lets out an equally happy sigh as she bites into her cinnamon parfait.
This is why I love markets.
Food! Yes! Ow, I fucking hurt my arm again. Ow! My arm is being retarded. My right arm is killing me for some reason. I nod in agreement as we return to the street. One of the guards in the marketplace notices Leanna's Mage Guild emblem and pulls her over to talk. Back off, my girl.
Sorry, I need to take this.
Since this looks like official business, I better leave them be. We can catch up later then? She smiles.
Okay.
So now I can check on other people. So I guess be a loner is how you end this. I don't really have too much interest in Amelia. Let's check on Zack. Zack went straight to the inn from Illumia too. What's going on at all these inns? I'd like to know too. I rushed into the street and looked for any sign of the inn. Luckily, I managed to spot Zack in the crowd before he disappears into the sea of people. Shoving my way down the street, I finally locate the inn just in time to see Zack. He stands in front of a large notice board filled with pinned papers. As I get closer, I can make out some of the flyers, which include a portrait of a scowling face and a large monetary number. Oh, these are wanted posters. Is Zack checking out the wanted posters? Maybe he's looking for a specific bounty. I'm about to call out to him when a young blonde wearing a skin-tight suit of armor flounces over to him. Twirling a lock of hair between her fingers, she seems to study the board. Every so often, she shoots pointed glances over to Zack, hoping to catch his eyes, but his attention never wavers from the board. Finally, she speaks.
Do you have a bounty on your heart?
Oh boy, this is poor. A bounty on your heart. Oh wow. For the first time since her arrival, Zack looks at her. She grins devilishly.
Because I'm looking to collect.
Oh, goddamn, she is flirting big time. He refocuses on the board and she frowns. For her second attempt, she bumps her ample... Oh! I mean, I guess, like, okay, let's talk about the lack of physics in this game, but also... I guess they do have penises because I guess this is like trying to get this to work or something. Okay, well, let's just go along with it. She bumps up her ample chest and touches his arm as she speaks in a sickly sweet voice.
So, are you a bounty hunter?
Zack shrugs her arm off of him.
No.
Then you must be a mercenary.
It's a female mercenary. He doesn't answer. She seems to take that as a sign of encouragement, and her sultry smile returns. She leans in close to him and runs her fingers up his
I got a
arm.
mission that I could use some help with. Are you for hire?
Okay. This man does not like females. Again, Zack brushes her hands off of him and steps away from
No.
her. She seems a little taken aback, but quickly recovers and slides
Are
closer to
you
him.
sure there isn't something I could offer to change your mind?
Jesus Christ.
No.
She sighs before flashing the same smile and lets out a small
Geez,
laugh.
you're kind of dense. I was hoping to spend some intimate time with you. So, what do you say?
Ooh, very forward, young lady. Wow. Oh.
No thanks. But if I'm ever in need of your services, then I'll go find you at the brothel.
The woman's eyes grow wide like saucers. With a sharp huff, she tries to slap Zack, who sidesteps out of the way. Sorry. That was funny. Okay. She lets out another huff before storming off. I might be interested in said services. Something tells me that's not going to work very well. Let's just watch her leave. So I hustle out of her way, and she stomps towards the exit. Whoa, she did not look happy. Well, that was weird. I go stand beside Zack. What was that about?
Who
He
cares?
shrugs. Well done, Zack. Well done. I take a look at the wanted posters on the board. Most of these faces look like the generic weathered and scarred bandits I imagined. Huh. Is this what you had to take care of in Illumia? Zack fixes his expressionless eyes on me. When we first reached Illumia, the first thing you did was find the inn. And then when we came back here, you did the exact same thing. He relaxes slightly and
Just
nods.
staying up to date on the news.
Sounds like the life of a mercenary is pretty interesting.
Something like that.
Excuse me, are you a mercenary?
Oh god, not again. As one, Zack and I turn to face another scantily dressed woman. This one has fiery red hair and a mischievous glint in her eyes. Zack narrows his eyes.
Yes.
Are you sure you're not a rogue? Because you've just stolen my heart.
Whoa. Services! Although these are mercenaries and they don't say they're like prostitutes. I guess they wouldn't be prostitutes because they're not getting paid. They just kind of want to get his penis, but... Zack sighs and face palms. Excellent animation there. I have a bad feeling about this. Zack ends up shaking her off and searches for the innkeeper to buy a drink. At this point, let's just go with it. Let's do it. I decide to seek out Amelia. I stand by awkwardly while Amelia mutters to herself. She seems to be in the middle of something and doesn't notice my presence.
Male. Adolescent. Of a cerulean variant.
I don't know what that means. She holds out her bracelet. The Pango blinks at it, then looks back at her. Oh, okay. Amelia cocks. These are Pangos she's doing. Not doing, but you know. Amelia cocks her head to the side as she observes him. With Amelia's attention still on him, the Pango scoots closer to the bracelet and looks at her again.
Go on.
He cautiously sniffs at the bracelet and then sticks a tongue out to lick the air. Afterwards, he grins widely at Amelia.
Boy?
Interesting. Normally, a cerulean pongo will leave out even the slightest trace of magical residue.
Amelia doesn't have a chance to finish as the Pongo springs into her arms.
Boy!
She fumbles the catch and pulls the Pango close to her chest to stabilize him.
What do you think you're...
Her voice trails off as she looks down at the still smiling Pango.
Boy?
Amelia blinks at as the caution melts away from her face. The corners of her mouth curl up into a smile, and she squeezes the Pango in a cuddle.
Boy!
Pango wheezes as he's squished against her chest. Should I be watching this? I mean, she's in public. So, I mean, it's fine, right? And she doesn't really seem fazed by anything like that. Aw, you do like it. You do like him. Amelia gasps and drops her arms, letting the Pango tumble to the ground.
I was merely conducting analysis.
Whatever you say. I guess. You know, going with it. The Pango hops back into her arms and snuggles against her. Amelia's cheeks tinge pink. She clears her throat.
Regardless, I am going to the apothecary.
There's how you say that word. Alexa, what is an apothecary? No! She's going to get medicine? Maybe? I don't know. Apothecary, at least I know how to say that now. Apothecary? Can't we just heal? Okay, I guess so. Then in this version, or in this world, it would be dealing with magic instead of drugs. Can't we just heal with magic?
Yes, there are mages who specialize in healing magic, but they use earth magic which neither Leanna nor I possess.
What do you possess?
As such, you will need to purchase healing items to treat a wound.
Makes sense to me. Would you like me to go with you?
No, it will be faster if I go alone.
And before I even have a chance to react, she turns on her heel and walks away. As she goes, the Pango pops his face over her shoulder and gazes longingly at me.
Boy.
A single tear rolls down his cheek. Pango! I reach out for him as the distance between us grows. Wait a minute, why is he making that face? He could literally leave at any time and just come back to me. Come back! He turns around and disappears from my view. That sneaky little Pango. I'm ready for a little bit of me time. I head into the crowds and appreciate all the marketplace has to offer. After exploring the city, I meet up with the rest of the group back at the inn. Tensions are high for some reason. Okay. Tensions are high as we eat in silence. I think everyone is a mixture of weariness and anxiety for the next leg of our journey. Even the Pango is strangely silent and obedient. Once we finish eating, we head upstairs to find our rooms. Upon finding her room, Leanna suddenly perks up.
Oh, Amelia, you and I will be sharing a room tonight.
Amelia speaks dismissively.
Naturally, that would be more appropriate than the alternative.
Well, there's a few alternatives. There's actually 2 alternatives. Actually, there's probably a little bit more than a few alternatives. She pauses, then she looks at Leanna with interest.
Are you insinuating that you would rather share a bedroom with them?
Here we go. It's getting interesting. Amelia points to Zack and me.
What? No, of course not.
Oh, my mistake. Of course you could not have met both of them. There aren't nearly enough beds. You must have meant him.
Amelia points to me. This is going well. Leanna's face turns pink as she shakes her head.
Amelia, that's not true.
If that is false, then why is your face red?
The point is, I'd obviously rather share a room with you.
Amelia blinks.
If that is the case, then why even bring it up?
Because I'm excited. It'll be nice to have some girl time.
Amelia studies Leanna, then nods.
I concur. Sharing a room has proven to strengthen bonds amidst peers and foster camaraderie.
You mean make friends?
Precisely.
Leanna grins and Amelia smiles back.
Boy?
We all glance down at the Pango by our feet. Is it my imagination, or is he trying to ask us which room he's going to sleep in tonight? Amelia snatches him up in her arms.
Pongo needs to spend the night with us tonight. We need him for science.
Okay. As Amelia slips into their bedroom, Leanna nods rapidly.
Yes, for science.
Then follows Amelia into the room and slams the door shut. There's a moment of silence as Zack and I stare at the closed door.
Is it just me, or did that seem unusually suspicious to you?
Use me instead! That's a good one. I like that. Let's not be too creepy. We're not there yet. Definitely suspicious, but I'm not even sure why. Still baffled by what happened, Zack and I enter our room and get ready for bed. Use me instead. That's good. I like that. Although the train was more comfortable than I expected, it cannot compare to a real bed. As I snuggle into the blankets, I soon drift into a restful slumber. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna save because it is 11:30 at night again. And I don't want to wake the people in my house up. So, like, my little brothers are asleep, and I'm sure my parents are gonna come home at any point now. So, that was it for this session. I really do want to keep playing, but I feel like this is a good spot to kind of leave it off here. So, yeah, we made a lot of progress. I feel pretty good, actually. I feel pretty good about, like, all the stuff that was done. You know, just like when Amelia, or sorry, not Amelia, Leanna, was, you know, blushing and all that stuff. We did well. We're getting close to getting with Leanna. I feel like it anyway. We're doing all this good shit. I mean, the thing is, in the last game, like, the amount of time that you actually had to, like, spend with, I mean, in my case it was Yuna, but I guess this is probably similar for the other routes. The amount of time that you had to spend with them was actually seemed like pretty on par with, like, the amount of time that you would actually have to spend with a girl in order to ask them to be your girlfriend. Like, it felt pretty good, and it was pretty dragged out. So, like, I feel this game is going to take a kind of similar route where we're going to have to share a lot of experiences together and all this different stuff, but, you know, I feel like it's going in a positive direction at this point. We ended off on a really weird, I was really afraid she was going to remember that, but she did not, and, you know, we made a lot of good decisions. We went to the festival and all that, we danced, but yeah, I feel like this is probably going to share that kind of, that quality of realism, I suppose. But anyway, yeah, this is such a fun game. There's not obviously much gameplay, and this is really just me, like, narrating, but I really am having a great time with this. It's just a lot of fun. So, and it just, like, it's just fun because I can kind of, like, call out any, like, logic gaps or anything like that and just have a fun time. But I love this game. I love everything. This is just great. It's just a great time. So anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of Crystalline. Peace out.